have you been watching? And as a follow-up, I have something reality TV show based to ask you about.
Ooh. I watched The Watcher. I was a watcher of The Watcher.
Okay, how is that?
I liked it. I liked the
Mm-hmm.
journey. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know that I liked the end, but I
Yeah.
liked watching it.
Okay, so that's the one. Okay, that's the one with God, I always really like her in the things she's in. She's
Naomi
really
Watts.
intense. The neighbor or like the
Oh, Jennifer. Margot
yeah,
Martindale.
Margot. Yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, yeah. She was amazing in Justified in the season she was in. Really, really enjoyed her in that. So
She's
would you give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down? Should people watch it or
Yeah,
should I watch it?
well. Yeah, you should watch it. People should watch it.
Okay.
They do good stuff. Bobby Cannavale's good. Jennifer Coolidge is good in everything.
Oh yeah.
Naomi Watts is good in everything. So yeah,
Yeah.
give it a watch. Tell me how you feel about the ending and then maybe I'll like it more.
Okay.
My
I
mom,
will for
who
sure.
doesn't like scary stuff, stayed up till 2 a.m. watching it. So I feel like that's a good recommendation.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so in our little reality TV corner, a new cast of Real Housewives of New York City who is going to be coming in.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about that?
I feel fine. The only person there's two people on it I've heard of. Jenna Lyons, who was like I want to say creative director of J. Crew when it like came back as cool, like
Okay.
not Dawson's Creek cool J. Crew, but like
Oh yeah, like
when I was a fashion blogger cool, like
okay, yeah,
all the layers and all the prints and all the colors. That was Jenna Lyons.
sure.
And then there's like an influencer who I wouldn't recognize her by name, but I recognized her Instagram name. I feel
Okay.
okay because there was like a super duper racist person on the original Roni cast who's been on since the beginning, Ramona. And I
Okay,
don't know
yeah.
if you can like edit her, I don't know, remove her and have it still be the same. I don't know. I'm okay with
Yeah.
the whole overhaul.
That's good.
But then they
I
said they
think
might still do a legacy cast, meaning like old
oh,
people, but hopefully not Ramona.
now do you think that show is it do you think it's good for the Real Housewives brand that they rotate every so many years, or are you just like, no, give me a great cast and I'm with that?
I think there are very few casts, like whatever cities, that stay the same in the
Hmm.
long haul. I think the one that stayed the most the same is Potomac.
Okay.
I want to say they're on their fourth or fifth season, and I think they have like four of the six original people, and two of those originals appear every once in a while. So I feel like they've had a good run with their original cast, but most of them do. People go and people leave, and people new people enter, and
Okay.
okay.
That's see, that's fascinating to me. Yeah, oh, man, I follow it like from a very far distance. Like I know like the memes and everything like that. I just that's like a deep dark hole that I don't know if I could get down into, but I know it's amazing. I know it's like truly amazing content.
It's entertaining, to say the least, for me. It helps me turn my brain off on things that
Oh
are
yeah.
important and just listen to very unimportant things in other people's ridiculous lives.
Oh yeah. Like there's nothing more than I want than to come home and turn my brain off and watch like fake sports fighting
Yeah.
after a very long day at work. Like making very important decisions, I want to just turn my brain off.
Exactly. The only decision I have to decide on is, if I'm on Heather's side or Whitney's side on Real
Yeah,
Housewives of Salt Lake City. That's all that
totally.
matters when I come home.
That's all that matters. Is that lady with the fake leg throwing it in the middle of like that's just still
Aviva is probably still throwing her legs somewhere. But that was basically the end of her on Housewives of on Roni. That was her finale.
that's just incredible.
Aviva.
Okay, so we watched Scream 3 this week.
We did.
I there's halfway through I was like, yeah, there's a reason why I don't watch this one as much as the other ones.
It's the worst. It's
It okay.
definitely
I
5 of
didn't
5.
I didn't want to come out and say it's
No,
like
it
the
is.
worst, but like it really like it's telling that it doesn't pick up until like kind of the midway point when they watch the video about the rules of the trilogy.
Mhm.
Like you're like total. I don't know. Me, I was like watching it. I was rewatching it today, and I was like, oh, okay, yeah, this is why I watch these movies.
Mhm.
Like until then, it was just like a pretty standard, like kind of like a crappy. It was almost like a crappy knockoff of a Scream movie.
Mhm.
I don't know. What do
I
you?
think that might maybe that's, like, an intentional vibe because
Okay.
they're making them like, we're really involved in the making of the movie, so maybe they're trying to make it that way.
Hmm.
Because like, they're either making the sequel or the 3rd Stab movie, so now maybe we're in that trilogy with them. I don't know if it was intentional.
No, I even like the beginning, like even the like what should be like the peak of the movie, like the beginning murder that sets everything off. It was like
Lives, and so wrong she dies. Where's Maureen's daughter, Sydney?
Who the fuck is this?
Somebody who'd kill to know where Sydney Prescott is. One chance, Cotton. You've got connections. Where is she?
You listen to me, you fucking psycho. You lay a finger on Christine and I swear to God I'll kill you.
Wrong answer.
No, wait. Hello?
I
oh,
thought
this
it
is
was icky, kind of like
it was yeah, it wasn't great. it
I
was
feel like
it
it would have been really scary watching it in a theater. Maybe,
yeah, you know
but we didn't do that, probably.
you know what I thought would have probably been way scare one of the scarier ones in the theater is the Jenny McCarthy kill, like when she's like
Hmm,
among like the different like costumes. I think they could have played that up really well.
yeah.
But I don't know, like it just kind of seemed like man,
Well, because we
when
also
Rand
don't care about him.
yeah.
We don't
Yeah.
like Cotton really. We're not supposed to, so we're not, I don't think, supposed to
Yeah.
feel so bad.
And I think that's kind of also
Spoiler,
like
sorry.
kind of like a miss like kind of a miscue by the movie is like it probably should have been somebody we like really care about. you know,
Yeah,
like
I don't know
um
who that would have been, but not him.
yeah. Are we surprised that Cotton Wary is like a kind of like a tell like a
Predator.
sleazy like
Everyone in this movie is a predator.
like a
Um,
sleazy like TV like today he would be just like a Alex Jones type.
oh, do you think that?
Maybe
I was
like
thinking like a Maury,
okay, yeah.
Jenny Jones, Ricky
When
Lake,
yeah,
which
yeah.
I like all of those people, but
The fact that his show was called 100% Cotton and he wore all white was just so good.
are people
So I was
named
reading,
Cotton?
yeah, that
What a name.
100%. Yeah. So I was reading in the, I always like to read the IMDb trivia
Mhm.
for these movies. Apparently, he insisted that his jacket come off in the beginning of the season, in the beginning of the scene, because he had been working out and wanted to show his
Ew.
figure.
Figure.
Like I could just see Wes Craven just being like, "All right, man, like whatever. Like, you're in it for like 2 minutes."
Yeah. Oh, gross.
I found like some of the things to be kind of like weird. Like, why are her feet so wet? Like that whole time when she's like
Came
getting out
out
of the
of the
shower.
shower.
Yeah, but like, like my feet don't stay that wet. Like, should my? Maybe I'm just dry. Maybe I just have really dry. I don't know.
I don't know. I didn't notice that, so now I'm gonna have to check that out.
Seemed like it. Her feet were wet for an extraordinarily long period of time. But like the whole. So, what do you think about Sydney's whole like retreat into like the Monterey Bay, the Monterey Hills of Monterey?
Well, most importantly, should we stay at that house? We rent that house on Airbnb in the
Yeah.
Topanga Canyon.
Yes, of course.
Okay,
And
decided.
like it's
Um,
decided.
I think that is what I would do if people tried to. This is a thing though, like, yeah, I guess everyone was trying to murder her
Yeah.
and she escaped. So it's probably the right thing to do.
Yeah. But like her and her dog Cherokee.
Cherokee. Did you ever remember it was named Cherokee? That was weird.
Oh, thank you. That's a very strange name for a golden retriever, right?
And for Sydney to name her golden retriever.
Come on, Cherokee.
She says it a lot of times. I never noticed.
As soon as I saw that dog, I was like, "Oh shit! They don't kill a dog, dude!" Like I could not remember. I was like, I was very
wouldn't
worried.
like the movie if they did.
No, yeah.
I mean, the franchise.
And like her whole like electric fence setup and like everything.
She catching her from nothing because she continually was haunted by the fake ghost of her mother.
Okay, thank you for the segue because that whole thing with her mom being a zombie or like when she had that dream. Okay, first off, all like the fog.
Was it a dream or did Roman do that?
Like when she was at home, you think?
I don't know. He called her pretending to be. The call was real, right? I mean, not really from her mom, but
yeah, it was. I guess
I couldn't quite figure it out.
Yeah,
I hate it. I hate both of those scenes because I find them very scary, and that's not why I like to watch the movies. I don't want to be scared by the ghost of Sydney's mother. I just want to.
You know what? I think everybody's in agreement with you. Nobody wants to be haunted by the ghost of Sydney's mother because what is that? Like, what was that decision to bring her into this? Like,
well, it's all her fault.
Her whole like walking through the woods and like I'm sitting there watching this, going like, what? I don't remember. Like,
I remember it. That's what I don't like about it.
I read a very funny quote from Courtney Cox saying that her and David Arquette had just gotten married when the filming started. So they had taken their honeymoon before, and like the first movie that they were, we were flirting. The second one we were sleeping together, and then this movie we got married. And like, what do you like? How do you? I think Gale Weathers was a little shoehorned into this one. It was a little. She wouldn't
do this.
No, I don't think she would do this. Or they could have done a little bit better of like, oh my God, like Dewey calls her, or why even have the, I don't know. It just, but Parker Posey.
She's the queen of this whole movie.
Amazing. Just absolutely. Do you think Parker Posey is rude in real life as she acts in all of her parts?
No.
She's not going to listen to this. Don't worry.
I don't think she is. No? I think she's probably just a good little actress.
A very good actress. Okay. Because all I could think about when I think of everything. What I think of Parker Posey, I think of Dazed and Confused and the way she talks to those freshmen.
Face off your head, you little freshman bitches.
Just one super iconic, like just unbelievable.
She's so good. She's very good in this.
Oh yeah, she's fantastic. And
with David Puddy as her bodyguard,
David Puddy
carrying her.
Still keep calling Dewey Dewdrop. Like, yeah. Oh man,
right. And Emily Mortimer also in this, Unhinged.
Yes. Okay, can we talk about this is where this is why this movie isn't as good. The kills like get kind of crazy. Like, you mean the whole
explosion?
Yeah, okay, thank you. The explosion. What is, like, I was laughing at the fax machine and I'm just like, because I had completely forgot that it explodes, but I'm just like, wait, this isn't a Scream. Like, I was kind of disappointed at Wes Craven.
Maybe because there's only one killer. He can't be everywhere at once. So he has to set it up.
That's a good point. Yeah. Okay,
also, every time he calls someone, he sounds like himself. It is Scott Foley talking to them
Yes,
on the phone. Like,
yes,
he
it is
doesn't
Scott Foley.
disguise his voice,
No.
but
Oh my
I
god.
don't know it's him.
And like, did they retcon a bunch of stuff in this, or was like Stu? They still killed her mom, right? That's the story, or is that not?
Yes, it's still the story, but that Roman found them and like planted the idea, which I'm not sure is, I mean, I know it's all pretend, but I'm not sure that's true in the world of Scream. You might think that it's true. It also is a little bit like shades of Scream 5,
Yeah,
and I don't know. I'm not sure what
yeah,
the purpose of Scream 3 was.
yeah. I think maybe that was just to just cap it off. Like Wes
Tie
Craven's
off
just
the
like
whole story to introduce us to Randy's sister. She's wasted in this film.
she is so weird.
She's like a very famous good actress and
Yeah,
wasted in this,
she's fantastic.
but
Yeah.
worth it for Scream 5.
So Nev Campbell had the least amount of screen time in the whole movie compared to everybody else.
Huh.
And she's still making that months. Like, she is making
She's a
tons of
tiny
money. And that was kind of the contentious part about the new one, right? Is like, she's not going to be in it, quote unquote.
because they're not paying her enough.
Yeah, because they're not paying her enough. It's like, Nev.
She did bring the tiny gun to the mansion.
She did. Yes,
Two
she did bring
tiny
the
guns or
two tiny
something.
guns. Yeah.
They
Oh
also went
man.
back to having no black people in this movie. One black person.
No. And that black person is on the poster. It
So was Jada Pinkett Smith.
I no. Was she on the poster
Yeah, I think
for
it was
Scream 2?
her and maybe Sydney, her and somebody else.
No. Oh, you're
Her and
right.
who was it? Her and
Whoa, yeah, it's her and Sydney on the front as like right next to each other like this. And then in the front it's oh man. In a couple scenes I did notice that Sydney was wearing the like Greek letters for
for
her
Derek.
boyfriend for
Romance.
yeah.
That's so romantic. Also, as someone who was in the Greek system, that nobody
Mhm.
does that.
No.
No,
I
not
was
it.
not in the Greek system, so I don't
It's better. Everyone's better off for not being in it. But it
yeah.
was not. Nobody did. I mean, at my school, nobody did that.
Which if you wanna you don't have to tell, but which sorority were you in?
Zeta Tau Alpha.
Okay. All right. I don't know what that
Me,
means.
Lady
But
Bird Johnson, Aaron Andrews, very
look at that.
famous Zetas. You
Heck
know.
yeah. I dated a girl once though who was a tri-delt, I think.
My fourth
Who
grade teacher was a tri-delt.
oh, okay.
FYI, it was important to her, and therefore apparently important to be in my brain for 25 years.
Yeah, so the okay, so the
Do you think
ending
she still wears them after she marries the predator detective?
okay. I was gonna bring up McDreamy.
Dreamy. Why is he got so close to her face all the time, and he
He's
didn't
so
even
close
know
to her
her?
face. This is like breakout McDreamy. Like,
This was pre-dream,
yeah. And
pre-nose job.
did he get a nose job?
I'm pretty sure he has a different
Whoa.
nose now.
That's incredible that you
Allegedly. Sorry, this I
Okay.
could not be telling. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty
No,
sure.
I believe you. I completely believe you. I just think when he shows up at the mansion at the end, why is he acting so weird?
Because they
Like,
want us to think
oh
that
yeah,
he's the killer.
totally,
But why? I don't know why
absolutely.
they had to do that.
But yeah, that's like a complete. You don't have to make him act super weird. To do that.
He was acting weird the whole time.
Oh, the whole time, getting close to her face, like speaking in like code, and like it's like, listen, Derek,
Yeah.
go back and do brain surgery on Izzy's tumor and get out of my Scream As soon as I saw him, I'm just like, oh man, this crossing the streams way too much for me.
Yeah.
Apparently,
What about his partner?
he was hired the day before filming started, so he had to memorize all of this shit like super quick.
Not Shakespeare.
Yeah, I know. Like IMDb made it sound like it was like this crazy thing, and I'm just like, the dude had like
It's in
2
like 3
scenes.
scenes. Yeah.
Yeah, like what are we doing? Oh man.
His partner
So
had a good line in the movie, his like obnoxious partner. He says he was making a movie called Stab. He was
he
stabbed.
was. Oh man. So do we? Okay, Sydney's brother, right?
Half brother.
Half brother. All right. Wants to kill Sydney because do we buy his reasoning, or is this just like
Was
a
his
real
reasoning
bad?
that she got the life he should have had with his mother?
I think so. Do we buy that reasoning, or is this like one of the more like half baked reasonings we have for a ghost face in this trilogy or in this franchise?
Sure. He probably thinks that.
Yeah, I think so.
But
I
it's
just
not,
the whole. I will say the whole ending third where they're in that like creepy mansion with like
it's so long.
it's so long.
It is
I'm
like a
glad that
third.
yeah, and I'm so glad you said that. But there are a couple like really good scenes where Parker Posey's like banging on the thing and
Like
Dewey,
two-way mirror, one-way mirror, whatever you call it.
yeah, and Dewey is slowly shooting out all the windows and
He's also like a marksman. He can shoot any target very precisely.
he's a Woodsboro PD,
Detective.
detective.
Deputy Dewey. Is he a detective? Well, he's not anything now. He's like
No,
an assistant
I'm
to
also
his.
glad that he's still committed to the limp from the first one. That's just
Like, go away now. Are we gonna? I don't remember it after this.
iconic.
Yes.
I don't remember it after either.
TBD.
I really think that, man, this movie could. How would you make this movie better? What are a couple things that you think would be? Do you think Randy's sister, like if she came and was like, "Hey,"
Randy's sister. They apparently have a brother named Paul who was banging on the door. I want to know what happened to Paul.
you want to know what happened to Paul? Okay,
Yeah, very important for me. I don't know. Take out the ghost stuff. Not good.
just it. Oh, thank you. Okay, it's
I
bad.
mean, the
It's just
backstory with the mom was like good, I guess.
yeah, it was
We got
fine.
to see Carrie Fisher for no reason. That was good.
Apparently, that role was offered first to Jamie Lee Curtis, and she turned it down.
Oh, Natch, because she's had enough of horror for the
Yeah.
time being. Not
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah, right. That movie is bad.
Halloween Kills?
Don't let ends. Yeah, don't let anybody tell you. Turns out when you have like an iconic serial killer, not serial killer, but like movie monster, having him show up 50 minutes into your movie is not a good decision. It was so boring.
Well, also Kyle Richards from Real Housewives of Beverly Hills is in it because she was the child when she was a child in Halloween. So now she's returned with Jamie Lee.
That's right. Okay. I love Jamie Lee Curtis. I showed Knives Out to my art of film class because we're doing like whodunits. We're doing Clue this week. Man, she's great. I just True Lies, one of my favorites. Yeah, this movie, if you got rid of the ghost stuff, kept the backstory, maybe have a flashback with Billy Loomis or something.
We'll get that eventually.
Yeah, we will. But like,
yeah, I did think like when she walks on the set and it's like her house or Stu's house, whatever, or her house too. I think it's fine.
They did a much better version of that in 5.
Sure.
When oh my god, that was such a good reveal where it's like Oh, and it's like the perspective like shifts. We'll get to it when we talk about it, but oh man, chills. I got chills when that happened.
It's really
Um,
good. I think the ghost stuff ruined it because he does it a lot of times. He does it
oh, just a
in
lot.
either her dream or if he does that, the phone on the movie set in the mansion. Like we
Hmm.
get it. Her mom is
Yeah,
dead and you're have a connection to her, but it's too much.
too much. Yeah, I completely agree. I
Maybe if
think it.
Gail's bangs were different, it would be better.
I think if you get rid of the ghost stuff and have more of Randy Meeks' sister, I think that at least bumps it up 1 star. Because
Yeah.
we watch these movies to kind of laugh, but also be like, also not scared, but like it's funny when Randy like busts into his like, no, trilogy is this, and like if we had another person like that, I think,
They should have used the Randy replacement to do a little bit of that.
yeah, totally. Yeah, because like I watch these movies to be a horror geek and like be like, and it's like a commentary on the whole. Yeah,
We're also
it.
missing a cameraman. The cameramen add
Yeah,
good stuff in the first two. Gail's camera people.
yeah. Oh man, missed opportunity.
They tried.
All right, what would you give this out of 5 stars? What would you give it?
3?
Yeah, I'd give it a 2.5.
Well, what about 1 and 2? What do you give 1?
Oh, number one is a 5. Number 1 is
5.
5 stars. Number 2, I'd give it 4.
Good.
I'd
Yeah.
say 4.
Yeah.
I can't wait to talk about my favorite opening next week of this whole series. 4 is a revelation. I can't wait to talk about it. I'm looking forward to it.
Me too.
Do you have anything you're looking forward? I am. I'm also looking forward to this week watching the season finale of House of the Dragon. Very
Still
good.
haven't started it, so sorry.
It's good. Boy, it's good. I didn't think I would be down for another Game of Thrones thing, but it's good.
I'll think about watching it.
Yeah, I will be ready for the text messages once you decide to hop on board, whether it be now or in a few years.
Thank you.
Do you have anything else that you're looking forward to watching this week? Or it's almost Halloween. We're about a week away.
We are. No, I've been watching junk. I found out that there are fall themed Hallmark movies, like the Christmas movies, but fall themed.
So
I've been
like
watching some of
romance during the fall instead of winter. Great, love it.
Autumn Kiss, pumpkin, everything.
Pumpkin spice kiss.
Yes, basically.
Love it. Have you? Oh man, I had a pumpkin spice like drink the other day. Man, not good. I remember
this is
every time.
Tip. Get whatever you normally get. Like if you get a Starbucks drink, lighten the pumps of whatever you get and add 1 pump of pumpkin sauce. Just 1.
Ooh. Oh, okay.
So like what do you normally
tomorrow.
drink at Starbucks or wherever?
I'll just usually just a shaken espresso with oat milk.
So just add 1 pump of pumpkin.
Okay. I'll do it tomorrow and I'll report back.
You will like it. If you like pumpkin a little, but not like so much that you want to have like a sugar attack from
which I do.
ESL, then 1 pump is plenty.
Oh, great.
And it's a sauce. It's not a syrup. It's a sauce.
Oh, okay.
When you go looking for it.
Is it just because it's the thickness?
I think it is a sauce. I think they I don't know.
But I was just wondering if the thickness, the viscosity determines whether you call it a sauce or a syrup.
Probably. I think syrups are like the pumps.
Okay. Yeah.
1 pump. I hadn't had anything pumpkin from Starbucks in, I really want to say 6 years because of how disgusting the PSL was the one and only time I tasted it.
Yeah. It's just too much.
The internet told me 1 pump.
Can't wait. That I will report back tomorrow and next week when we talk about Scream 4.
Yay!
Everybody is going to be dying to know because
it's a good tip.
It's a great tip.
I do say so.
All right. Until next week, we'll talk to you later.
All right.